Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of C8 Speed 252. Today is a great day for me because I'm actually going to get some things done to the car before the Corvette's and call out on Thursday. I need to get some last minute touch-ups done, so I want to make sure this car is nice and well and look, pretty good for the people that wants to view it at Corvette's and call out. Remember, that is actually the 23rd to the 26th, so if you plan to be there, I would like to meet you and greet you. I will have a flag up, with my YouTube logo on it, with my face on it as well, which is going to be kind of awkward, but it's just a unique thing I kind of got ordered on the way, so that way people will be able to find my booth very easily. I don't know where part of the Corvette's car I'm going to be at, whether it's going to be the vendor side or the car show side, but I'm going to be on one of those sides in general. Anyways, the Corvette had it still going on for that drawing. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment on the video. I appreciate all the love I've been getting and all the new followers that have joined the channel recently so far. Thank you for subscribing. That has been awesome. I love the comments you guys have been leaving to me so far. Regarding comments, so this is going to be one of those type of blogs video where I'm reaching out to my followers and I want your opinion on this. It's kind of hot in here. I'm reaching out to my followers and I kind of want your opinion on this because one of the new subscribers reached out to me and said, hey, I'm in the market for a Corvette. I'm a Corvette fan. Currently right now I'm looking at this Grand Sport that's on my photo, but I don't know if I should wait for the C8 mid-engine Corvette. What do you think I should do? And I want to get you guys input. I want to put some of my input in there as well. And feel free to leave your comments down below so that follower and the other followers that I was responding to last night can also read those comments and kind of get an indication of maybe what they want to do regarding waiting on a C8 mid-engine Corvette or trying to purchase a C7 Corvette. So I'm going to jump in right now and give you my thoughts on that as well. Here's my opinion. The C7 Corvettes are awesome cars, like the Stingray, the Grand Sport, the Z06, the Z01. Great cars. A couple of followers I've been talking to recently have all reached out to me regarding Grand Sport. So let's go ahead and talk about the Grand Sport. I think the Grand Sport is a huge moneymaker for GM. I think the Grand Sport is the sweet spot between the two cars because with the Grand Sport you do get the engine of the Stingray, which is 460 horsepower instead of 455, and you get the body of a Z06. There has been plenty of times I have went racing with a group of guys and they all thought I was driving the Z06, and that look says a lot on its own. And I feel like the Grand Sport is equally fairly priced. I mean, especially depends on if you're going to get a new one or a used one. I still think if you got a new one, it's still fairly priced compared to a Z06. Because a Z06, you're going to probably pay like still anywhere between $75,000 to $85,000. More than that possibly. With the Grand Sport, you can get in a used Grand Sport anywhere from probably like $59,000 to about $69,000, depending on where you're shopping, depending on taxes and all that stuff. But here's my thing. So right now, currently the C7 Grand Sports are out. They're good looking cars. A lot of these actually sold more than the Z06s due to the price point of the Grand Sport and how it looks similar to a Z06. And you cannot go wrong with buying a Grand Sport. I can say that all day long. You cannot go wrong. And we'll make a video later down the road of 5 things I hate about my Grand Sport, but I'm gonna say that for a later time. And I think that, but I also made a video about the 5 things I love about my Grand Sport. So I think you can't go wrong with the Grand Sport. The Grand Sport is awesome looking cars. They have great incentives right now on the C7 Corvettes. Like, they're trying to push these things out. For one, they're trying to prepare for the 2020 models, and 2, they're also trying to prepare for the C8 mid-engine Corvette. And so, like, you can go probably to a local dealership right now and maybe get you a brand new Grand Sport for like 66. And I don't know, I think the current ones that people were looking at, were blue, the same color as mine's. The Grand Sport that is like, I think it's the traditional, the heritage one, and that's a phenomenal Grand Sport as well. Now that price on that one may be a little bit more steeper just because it is a rare commodity, but at the end of the day, I think you can't go wrong with buying a Grand Sport. I have the camera closer to my face because I realized when I put my camera up over there in that area, the sound of the car actually drowns out the sound of the GoPro, and the GoPro audio is terrible, by the way. So if you're in the market for a GoPro, they are nice for action shots and close-up things, but far away they're not bad, and the audio is not good either. So I'm trying to work with my audio here closer to my face. Anyways, so I think it depends on how bad you really want a Corvette. I think it depends on how bad you really want a front engine Corvette. I think it really depends on how bad you really want a Corvette in general. Because I mean, the C7s are out there. Like, you can go to a dealership right now and buy a used one and be completely happy with it. Now, with that being said, the C8 mid-engine Corvettes, I personally think and somewhat know that they're on the way. Now, as everybody know, I made plenty of videos about the C8 mid-engine Corvette. I think that's right now my next car to get, unless somehow I can get some money to fall from the trees and I can get a McLaren. But right now I'm a C8 mid-engine guy, so I'm going to always keep posting updates and more videos on the C8 mid-engine Corvette as time goes on, because I talk to a lot of people and I talk to a lot of inside sources about the C8 mid-engine Corvette. And you know, I actually got some good tip-off information this past weekend from somebody that, you know, I know closely, and from a follower of mine about a C8 mid-engine Corvette. I'm going to release that video soon. And I'm excited to release this information, by the way. But you know, right now I do know that the C8 mid-engine Corvette is definitely on its way. We can say that for a number of reasons. Recently released, and I just posted a video about it probably last Monday, about the C8 mid-engine Corvette, the C8R, right? I said GM released the mid-engine Corvette. In a way of saying they released the C8R. This is why. GM released those photos on purpose. Like, it's not like, you know, somebody snuck up there or car accident. Really bad car accident. It's not like somebody randomly snuck up there and started taking photos of the C8R. How did they know it was going to be there, right? GM released these photos on purpose to give us the indication that the mid-engine Corvette is around the corner. Also, another reason why GM is now ramping up for the C8R to be their next race car is because they don't want to be stuck with the C7R for the next 3 years. So, depending on which car they use, they have to actually be stuck with that car for the next 3 years, which tells me that the C8 mid-engine Corvette is on its way. Which is why a lot of people are like, you know, how do you know a C8 mid-engine is coming? GM been talking about this for 6 decades now. They kept, you know, flopping on it. Well, take a look at the C8R. That is a mid-engine car, and it sounds phenomenal. We've seen plenty of spy shots saying that this car is ready, and they just kind of just stalling at this point. And you know, that is my main reason why I think GM is going to release the C8 mid-engine Corvette, because they have now leaked photos of the C8R race car, and they want that to be their next car for the next 3 years. And depending on whether or not you should wait for the C8 mid-engine Corvette or get the C7, it depends on how bad you really want a front engine car. It depends on, honestly, your price. You know, what are you willing to pay? Are you willing to wait around for the C8 mid-engine Corvette and pay that hefty price? Because I got a feeling it's going to be anywhere between, this is my guess, but a lot of people are like, oh, that can't be right, not for a mid-engine. It's going to be anywhere between $65,000 to $85,000. That's the margin. I don't think it's going to be over $100,000 because I've seen other photos that says otherwise. So I think it's going to be anywhere between $65,000 to $85,000. Chevrolet is more about pushing out cars than they are about, you know, just making it exclusive. And so I think, you know, that's my opinion, whether waiting on the C7 Corvette, waiting on the C8 Corvette or getting a C7, is the prices. Because the prices for the C8 is going to be kind of steep. And I can't be here, I'm not going to be like everyone else that's like, oh, once the C8 mid-engine Corvette drops, the price is going to tank on the C7. I don't think they're going to tank on the C7. I think that GM is going to continue building the C7 Corvettes alongside the C8 for at least, in my opinion, for 2 years. In my personal opinion, and I said this before in a couple of messages, you know, to a couple of subscribers, I hope GM keeps building the front engine Corvettes. I don't want it to go away at all. People's like, how do you feel about, you know, the American car going away? I don't want it to go away at all. I mean, this is my first Corvette. This is the first one I own. This is the first one I fell in love with. I liked the C7s, the C5s, the C6s, and things like that, but I never really wanted to own one. And so I think that GM has this platform to where they can keep building the C7s for a long period of time. Like, they can keep building front engine Corvettes for a long period of time because they already established that mark on pretty much the American territory. I think that the C8 should have a totally completely different name, by all means. I do not think it should be called a Corvette. I don't think it should be called a C8. I mean, right now we label it as a C8 because we don't know what GM plans are as far as giving that car a name. But I will say this, and well, I'm not going to say this. I'm going to wait to the video because I got some inside intel on that as well. I don't think it should be named the C8. I think it should be a totally different name because it is a completely different car at this point. The engine is now in the back, and it's a revamped different car, so give it a totally different name. So for all you that are watching this video at the moment, What are your thoughts? For all you guys watching this video right now, should someone go ahead and purchase a C7 Corvette, or should somebody wait on the C8 mid-engine Corvette? If it was you, what would you do? Would you wait on a C8 mid-engine Corvette, or would you go ahead and buy a C7 Corvette? Leave your thoughts down below. Once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you part of the community. You guys are awesome. Everybody's comments has been, you know, very great to read, whether there have been a few bad ones or a lot of good ones. I enjoy reading everybody's comment. And I thank you for watching, and please stay tuned